Boom, boom, boom. We're back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. Yep. What you just heard, my man G Maestro with Notice Part 2. Shout out to my man G Maestro with the nice flow on the mic, though. How the mic hold. Coming through with a hype flow. Mad because they tight, though. Nothing they can do about it. Cross the game on a tightrope. Flames below. Mad because the lames they know. They can't stop me when they can't name the flow. Ooh. Ooh. That was impromptu. Freestyles, though. Top of the brain. Bringing the pain. They mad because they can't bring the flame. Ooh. No, stop. This is your boy Enigma September. And you're listening to episode 132 of the Enigma Sept Hour. Tonight, I got my man LosLauren 718 in the building. Y'all make sure to show my man some love when he falls through in the halfway mark. Shouts out to everyone's peeping on the Facebooks and the YouTube and the Twitch. I actually got a Twitch. Matter of fact, let me give y'all. I'm out here naked. Hold up. Let me put my status up. Take a sip of this wine on this good Easter Sunday. It's good wine. I know y'all may be looking at me crazy like, E, why are you sipping wine on Easter Sunday? Well, of course, the man of the hour, not this hour, but the man of the day, Jesus turned water into what? Wine. And I'm gonna give y'all a little history lesson just in case you ain't know. Now I know some of y'all may be like, oh, Jesus was lit, he turned water into wine. It wasn't necessarily the case back then. They didn't have water filter systems and all the other stuff we can do to clean our water, you know what I'm saying? So their water was mad dirty back then, of course. And so the thing was, as far as, I don't want to say libations, but as far as, you know what I'm saying, quenching your thirst, the best option was wine, because the wine was, pure, because it was grapes and it was from the earth, and it was clean. It was cleaner than the water. So the fact that they had water was kind of like on some lowbrow, cheap, you set people up to get sick, whatever. So for him to come through and change it to wine to give them something that was pure, that was clean, there you go. And that's the metaphor in which, the wine is the blood is the clean the soul, whatever. So just to give y'all out there who didn't know a little lesson. So that's been where I learned that from. I forgot, but I know that was the case. That's why he changed it to wine. It wasn't because he was trying to get the party super lit. He was giving them a better option to be healthy, because water was trash back then. No, what water y'all be hating on? The Santi, like y'all gotta chill out. It's water is water. Relax. But right now I'm on this bubbly. Because it's celebration, man. Celebration for multiple reasons. Mainly because my man LosLauren on here. You know what I'm saying? Blue Roses out right now. Before we get into it, man, shouts out to my man on Bravo. Yo, my man, he trying to build a new studio, Chiseltown Studios. You know what I'm saying? But he trying to come to the public to help him out, because he's gonna help you out once everything is set up. So he's saying donations are currently going to last minute expenses for opening the studio, including proper acoustic treatment, gear upgrades, building material for upgrades, proper electric flow to prevent any damage to the equipment. You know what I'm saying? My man saying he's trying to get 600 by the end of April. So only if you're interested. This is not paid promotion. I'm doing this off the love, YouTube, so relax. If you're interested, man, cash out my man at $ on Bravo. It's $ UMBRAVO. And Pal Talk at Cody, KODI, Shelly, SHELLY, at gmail.com. So yeah, y'all holler at my mans. Also, feel free. You know what I'm saying? You try to help me with my equipment. You want to see the upgrades for the podcast? Let me go ahead and piggyback. You can Cash App your boy at Cash App Enigma Sept, just like it's spelled in the podcast. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, y'all got Stimmy. Well, Stimmy not out there, huh? What's up? I'm just saying, Stimmy out there. If you feel free, feel free. But anyway, man, we keep it moving. For real though. $5, $10, ain't mad at none of that. None of that. Especially right now. So holler at your boy. Here in Tallahassee news, Tallahassee news. Kodak Black is in Tallahassee tonight, which is April 4th, for the Culture Fest. I seen pictures of him in the area. Shouts out to DJ Loose Kid. Pretty sure he running that. Loose Kid been running things for a minute, man. Shouts out to Loose Kid. He been kind of killing it for a minute, for a good minute. So yeah, man, Kodak is in town. Am I going? Hell no. No. Oh, this Kodak, just nah, bro. Y'all boys don't know how to wear masks out there, boys and gals. But yeah, man, y'all have fun, be safe. So I got to say about that. Shout out my man Backpack Beats. He just dropped a new beat tape. That's available on his Bandcamp. So if you go to backpackbeats.bandcamp.com, you can make that purchase again to the YouTube. Just fam, not paid promotion, just letting people know. And yeah, y'all make sure to check my man out. Of course, pay the producer. I got the shirt on right now. You know what I'm saying? No More Free Beats show on YouTube. Y'all make sure to check that out. My man Backpack, basically what he's been doing, and those that catch this on Twitch, you can catch him on Twitch, and he's on Twitch more regularly than I am, but he gets on Twitch and he make beats off the cuff. That's the right word, right? Off the cuff. Anyway, yeah. So you can peep him out over in Twitch. Also, speaking of Twitch, y'all make sure to hit my man DJ A to the L up. He been killing it with the free DJ. I think he's DJing right now as I speak. So those in podcast land, you probably can go and catch the recorded. You're watching me now. I appreciate it. If you want to go over there, I won't be mad because that's my bro. It may be a little bit more entertaining because he's gonna play what you like. I'm just over here sipping bubbly, talking about irrelevant hip hop crap. Speaking of irrelevant hip hop crap, Ron Wave got the #1 spot for his Soulfly album. So shouts out to Ron Wave, Florida artist. I'm not a hypocrite. Yeah, I said he looked like he reminded me of Prince B from a PM Done. Yeah, I said it. Cocaine is one hell of a drug. Anyway, my man sold 150K, 130K, my bad. Oops. 130K. I know we don't care about Billboard, but I'm just reporting the news, bro. And it's the best selling R&B hip hop album this year. Just letting you guys know this. Y'all gotta go stream your artists. My man Beanie put a whole album out. Y'all couldn't put Beanie at #1. Y'all like Beanie the Butcher, right? Go holler at your what you doing? Huh? What you doing? Exactly. Nothing. Go stream your boy stuff. Got Ron Wave up here. Beanie the Butcher not. But supposed to be Griselda, huh? Griselda. Anyway. You got caught lacking. Get on your job. Anyway, tonight. So by the time the podcast hears this, it would have already happened, and you guys gonna be like, "You didn't know, did you?" No, I did this out. It was too early. I should have recorded this 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, Earth, Wind, and Fire versus Isley Brothers. Old school edition of Versus will be going down tonight, 8 p.m. It's going to be crazy. Me and Fee have been at odds yet again. I really don't care because I was right about Brandy, so it doesn't matter. But, and honestly, I like both groups. Fee loves both groups. But she was just like, yo, Earth, Wind, and Fire gonna mop Isley Brothers. I'm like, I don't know about a mop, bro. I don't know about a mop. You know what I mean? Earth, Wind, and Fire make it the edge. I'm biased. Earth, Wind, and Fire has a song called September. So, if I was on a major, that would be the song I probably would have said. I probably would be my lead single on my debut album. You're sampling the September joints and doing the Joe Budden one hit wonder. Anyway, decided to call a expert. Now it's funny because this man ain't played none of this music when I was a kid. I ain't gonna front. I had discovered music for myself, but all of a sudden trying to discover that my pops is like a whole music head. He was like DJing. He got mixtapes. My dad was like Kid Capri of Tallahassee. Not really, but according to him, he was like selling mixtapes out the crib when I was asleep. I had no idea until like a year ago, bro. It's weird. Anyway, I told him I'd hit him up, see what his opinion is, see what he feel about this. Oh, shoot. I'm going to give my daddy number on YouTube. YouTube about to get my daddy number. It's about to be a problem. And I told him, I'm about 3 minutes early. No, my daddy probably gonna call me back. Boy, I was knocked out when you called. You said 6:15. Yeah, set the alarm. This is what happens. See?
You have reached Nathaniel Nicholson.
What? Get my dad whole government out there. We gonna see if he gonna call back. We gonna see. See how black fathers do. Yo. Let me stop. Black fathers. I can't do that. Man taught me everything I know. Anyway, but yeah, man. I do expect Earth, Wind, and Fire to do their thing. Actually, you know what? Earth, Wind, and Fire actually has an unfair advantage because it was announced that Steve Harvey. I had to do it for y'all. Apparently, y'all don't like Steve Harvey. Okay, whatever. But apparently, Steve Harvey is supposed to be hosting the live Versus. So, and I know that he's a big Earth, Wind, and Fire fan. I know that. I know for a fact. And the thing is, what's crazy for those who don't like Kobe making his appearance, y'all already know what the vibes is. But I'm gonna get into a real studio one day, and then you won't hear Kobe. He gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's personable." Yeah, I miss Kobe. Anyway, but if I think about it, when it comes down to the Enigma Sept Hour, initially, or at least for a moment, I keep forgetting. Like I started Enigma Sept Hour as a network to another podcast. Shouts out to the Fight Show, to the network. Flame Millia, everybody in the crew. But initially, the show, the Enigma Sept Hour, was based on the Steve Harvey show. Let me. Pops.
Yo, what up?
What's going on with you?
Man, ain't nothing just sitting and just finna get ready to hit the doorway. A little P sitting up here watching this show called Bar Rescue, where the guy go in there and tell them they ain't running the bar right.
Oh, we ain't trying to give no promo on my podcast. That I appreciate that. No, you should watch that show a lot. It used to be my joint. No, it used to be my joint. But they're coming out. What are you guys doing? You see this grease behind this? This is a danger.
People
gonna get sick.
He throwing down on somebody.
You know what? If you don't like it, you can get out of here. They want to be nice at the end. Anyway, now I called because, of course, we had a discussion earlier. So I'm on the podcast right now. Like I said, Fee is pro Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm pro Isley Brothers.
Right.
What do you got to say? Being that was your era, the 70s, late 60s, early 70s, through the 70s, early 80s, mid 80s. That was your whole era. Who you think is gonna prevail during this versus?
I really think Earth, Wind, and Fire gonna prevail. Earth, Wind, and Fire, man, they got that swag. They bring that smooth sound, and they got a lot of hits that you like to sit there and listen to. They take your mind to a place of ease and comfort. That's why I think Earth, Wind, and Fire will be the winner more than the Isley Brothers. I like the Isley Brothers too. They put out good hits, good singers, everything. It's like a fast race.
Yeah.
I think Earth, Wind, and Fire will win it by a lean.
Okay, so you do think it's gonna be a battle, but
it's gonna be a battle.
Earth, Wind, and Fire gonna get. I feel like it's disrespectful because Ron Isley look like he can be kinfolk. I ain't gonna. Ron Isley and James Brown. Because we was watching Get On Up. Matter of fact, when I called you earlier, we was watching it. So I started look up James Brown. You know what I'm saying? Because I was telling me and Fee Daddy was telling her about when James Brown passed away and all that whole fiasco. I'm looking at James Brown like, yeah, James Brown, when he was in his 30s, he did like my daddy. Ain't gonna front. Like you I can see my daddy in high school like, yeah, James Brown, my daddy. And people like, you know what? Grandpa may be right. He may be James Brown may be his daddy. You could have pulled that off. You could have pulled that off.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of James Brown, I know we said we weren't going to discuss this. I'm gonna let you go. Now, Mr. John, that's Felicia's dad. For those that don't know, I know he's a bit older, so he may have more knowledge in this than you. But he said when James Brown came here, he vowed not to come back to Tallahassee because apparently somebody stole his suits. So, do you remember that, or is that news to you?
That's news to me. I don't remember anything of that nature, but that's news to me right now. You just told me something that I really didn't know, that James Brown suits got stolen while he was here in Tallahassee.
Yeah. Now I do remember he was here. I remember somebody had a yearbook. It was a family yearbook, and it showed him here. So I do know that is true. That is absolutely true.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I believe Mr. John. I'm not, for those out there, I ain't trying to say my father-in-law ain't telling the truth. I just, since you was on, you know what I'm saying, I just wanted to see if we can get some confirmation. But other than that, yeah, now that you know, and everybody else know the podcast land. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go, Daddy. Even though I threw you under the bus because you ain't played them Earth, Wind, and Fire or Isley Brothers records when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You ain't play them records. Disrespectful.
But you see, I know the songs though.
Yeah, but you ain't put me on this and Fleetwood Mac. Imagine you put me on a Fleetwood Mac, and imagine you put me on Earth, Wind, and Fire. I had to find out by myself. You were playing the records, and I was under your nose. I was right there.
Hey, you right there.
You wait till we went to sleep. You ain't gonna play.
You're right there. Earth, Wind, and Fire always been my favorite group that I listen to a lot. I listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire a lot when I was away from home over in Europe. I listened to Earth, Wind, and Fire almost religiously, you know. those was my group. That's what I played. You know, back then, you know, we had the cassettes and everything. You know, the 8 tracks and all that stuff, and then you had the vinyl album. You have to go buy and everything.
Right.
Earth, Wind, and Fire got me through some tough times, some sad times, and some joyful times. You know. You get me to the club, and back in the day when I was clubbing, you get me in the club and everything. You play me some Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'll sit there all day.
Now I saw here. Wait. Now, so I thought it was. Now, somebody would have asked me, I would have said Funkadelic Parliament.
Yeah, that too. But
okay,
Earth, Wind, and Fire was my main group.
See, we gonna fight.
I still. You play Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sometimes I get lost myself a little bit, and, you know, just like the day when we were, you know, I was playing a few songs for you today.
Right.
You know, I remember the lyrics, I remember the words to some of them, you know, because I used to listen to them all the time, and they're one of my favorite groups out there. Earth, Wind, and Fire. You play the Earth, Wind, and Fire. I said, Earth, Wind, and Fire come on TV, and they used to come on TV and short. I said right there, I'll be watching them, and they'd be like, wow, look at that. You know, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Some of these songs actually put me to sleep that night.
To ease your mind, things like that.
To ease my mind. Yeah. That's why I like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Isley Brothers, they got that kind of upbeat funk, then they make you want to dance a lot.
Right.
You know, but Earth, Wind, and Fire, they got them slow jams on there. They got them that smooth mellow jams on there, and then they got them upbeat jams on there. They do it all. And they make you think, you know. Yeah. They make you want to go out there and have a nice time and be with your loved one, cuddle up, everything. Oh, man, you can't beat it.
All right. Well, I'm on that tip, I'm going to let it go. We got the official stamp from my pops.
Okay.
My pops, that's Earth, Wind, and Fire. So I love you, Daddy.
Love you, man.
All right.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Will do.
All right. Okay, we out.
Now, I know it seemed rude. I just hung up on my daddy, but he don't like saying bye. Like, literally, like, my dad don't like saying bye. Like, he'd be like, all right, yeah, all right, so, yep, yep. Yeah, he just do that until you hang up because he's not going to say bye. Same thing with my mama. She's like, bye for now. Like, say bye. Goodbye. They won't. It's funny. But anyway, shout out to my parents. Speaking of my mama, happy birthday. When y'all get this podcast, it will be her birthday. So big up to my mama. Again, I told y'all celebration for Earth, Wind, and Fire, Isley Brothers, celebration for my mama who's on a boat. Those on Instagram, saw me on Instagram on the boat with my daughter and my wife and my sister and my mama. It's a celebration. Celebration of Easter, the resurrection. All of that, man. All of that. Oh, man. That was good. I love talking about my daddy. But y'all see it was hard for us. Y'all see, it'd be hard, man. I could have had him on the podcast. So a podcast go an hour and a half. Y'all think I could talk? Who you think I got it from? Who you think I got it from? Him. What y'all telling? What y'all talking about? Anyway, that's what I'm gonna sound like in 22 years, apparently. So if you like how I sound now, if you like how my dad sound, wait around for another 22 years, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna sound like. Let me see what else I got, man. I lost my notes. Got my man LosLauren coming up in a few. Woo. Where we at, Fee? Oh, yeah, Steve. No, I ain't talking about Steve Harvey. My show was based on Steve Harvey's show for a minute, his radio show. Now I switched it up. We got Fee in the building. She's doing that hair. She got a bonnet on now. No Derrick Jackson. Look, ladies, this is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, if we can get some more, I guess, more tragic news, some ratchet and then some tragic. Quando Rondo supposedly diss. It's for the jits. So if you under the age of 25, you probably don't care about this. Quando Rondo supposedly dissed King Von during a virtual concert. Now, those who don't know, Quando Rondo was part of the mix-up, the medley, if you will, which ended King Von's life. apparently his partner, or allegedly his partner, Lul Tim, I'm laughing at his name, not this situation, was arrested for the murder, even though he was just let out in $100,000 bond. So yeah, classy Quando Rondo. Don't ever go to Chicago. Might not want to leave Georgia, despite their ratchet voting rights. You may want to stay in Georgia because yeah. Anyway, before we get into the next track in the interview with my man's, some tragic news, especially for those who are around my age. DMX, age 50, currently is on life support. It's reported that his children and family getting flown in. He's in the hospital in White Plains, New York. Now, it's not confirmed, but reported that he had, I guess, had a relapse and went to a drug bench. This is not confirmed, but they're saying that led to a heart attack, which has been confirmed that he did have a heart attack. Reportedly, he went 30 minutes without oxygen, and so he's on life support right now, and they're saying it's little brain activity. So right now, everyone's just sending prayers and thoughts to Mr. Earl Simmons. Man, and it's kind of crazy because it was kind of good. I felt it was kind of good seeing him, after getting out of rehab, in his prison stint, to see he kind of had that old man weight. You know what I mean? DMX always had that really, swimmer's bill, let's say, physique. But I was always afraid that physique was there because, what I'm saying, he was on his own substances or whatever. But to see him kind of take that old man weight kind of make me feel good that he was finally, living a better life or whatever. But if he fell back into the habit, especially with that weight, I'm pretty sure that that may have caused the situation that we in now. So at this point, I'm not trying to wish anything, either or. It is what it is, man. Because honestly, at the end of the day, to be honest, yes, he's a celebrity, and especially his first album, especially The Prayer, like that hit me like probably, I won't say anything else, but a lot of things. It's a few songs, especially around that time, like Outkast's Liberation, Biggie's Suicidal Tendencies, Suicidal Thoughts, and DMX's Prayer. Like those tracks that like really just like threw me for a loop. So it's definitely a connection with DMX. That's my cousin and my partner, Raven October. That was definitely one of his favorite rappers at the time. Like, he had the chain, he was wearing the black white beaters. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was definitely into X back in high school. And like I lived with It's Hot and Hell Is Hot. It's Dark and Hell Is Hot. Remember I had Blood of Your Blood, Flesh of Your Flesh. Somebody stole it along with my Busta Rhymes extension level event. You know what I mean? At the library, I still remember that. So definitely a connection, man, with X. But on the flip side, he's a celebrity. It don't stop our life to day to life to life, day to day. So, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So hope he pull through. If not, I hate for it for, say his ex-wife and his kids. But he did what he had to do. And I really think, honestly, for me, the reason why I wouldn't feel incredibly sad, I'd be sad because he was one of my favorite artists. But the reason why I wouldn't be incredibly sad is because I do think that he suffered. I do think in his life, he really suffered, through his past, his experiences. And I think he was trying to run from that for a long time. I think that's why, he lived the life he lived up until now. And, if he's blessed, and that's kind of, a question mark for me, because it's like if he's been trying to really kind of end it, you know what I mean, and he's blessed to come back, and he may be like, yo, if he's a tortured soul, maybe it's his time to rest. Can we be selfish to want him to stay here for what? We buying his albums. We're going to his concerts, but are we buying his albums? Is he really, that? And are we really in that touch of the culture to him per se? You know what I'm saying? Not like his kids, not like his family. You know what I'm saying? Not like his people that's around him. As fans, how connected are we to X? You know what I'm saying? Outside the music. If that man, if his soul is tortured, are we willing to let that go? And knowing that his music is here for us, we got the music. We got what he's given to the world. Who is it for us to wish that he's not able to rest? That's something to think about, okay? Not wishing death on him, but that's something to think about. Anyway, go ahead, man, get to this next track, man. Then I'm gonna get my man LosLauren on. Hit y'all with the She Loved Me. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm gonna get a triple play from my man. So right, y'all get y'all with this She Loved Me. And then we're gonna be right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. Boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour. What you just heard, my man LosLauren 718 with She Loved Me, and got my man in the building. What's good, bro?
Goody, man.
It's a celebration. I got the bubbly. You know what I mean? Those are podcast land. Y'all hear them bubbles. Y'all hear them bubbles. You know what I mean? The AZ, that good life. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Allergic to failure. You
already know. You see the vibes, man.
The vibes. Anyway, what's good with you, bro? How you feeling?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Just working hard, preparing for the studio session I got tonight, man. Just wrapping up another new album that's gonna come this way this summer.
All right, man. You've been anyway. If you look at the description, those in podcast land, when you see the description, I use the word omnipresent because it seems like my man's just been everywhere, really grinding, really putting in work. I mean, you've been doing that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like you popping up in all kind of places, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you was able, you know what I'm saying, spend some time with us, you know what I'm saying, to sit here and talk to us yet again. So it's appreciated, my brother. Believe that.
I appreciate you for having me, man. No doubt.
All right. So I know, you know what I'm saying, you dropped the joint Blue Roses. How has that reception been with the Blue Roses?
It's been great, man, especially amongst the ladies, man. I was able to get some more ladies on the team, you know, to help build the fan base, because at the end of the day, we dropped it around Valentine's Day. And It was my first take at trying to do what's called the concept album. So the album pretty much tells a story from start to finish, from about a relationship that starts out good, kind of goes bad, but ends with a happy ending.
Yeah, I saw the video clip, and I saw your shorty like she was about to go off on you. You know what I'm saying? My man was in the you know what I'm saying? You kind of gripped on. Did you grip shorty ass? Am I tripping?
That's on the other joint. That's on the Baby I'm Back. Yeah.
I was like, look at my man. I see you. This is acting.
I was acting. You know what I'm saying? You know, she had the wagon. You know, I couldn't help myself. I can't help myself.
I like my man acting. All right, get
Yeah.
that. But nah, man, that's dope. And I know for me, you know what I'm saying, I love concept albums. That's one of my niches. You know what I mean? I've actually did it, I think, with what's the joint? Tales of a College Grad Nothing. That was loosely a concept album. So I'm glad that you decided to, you know what I'm saying, step in that lane and, you know what I'm saying, try to tackle that and did it wonderfully. You know what I mean? So give your flowers on that. Oh man, y'all keep clapping. Cut my man claps off. You know what I mean? No vaccine. Speaking of vaccine, I got my shot Friday. So if I turn into a zombie interview, bro, just run. Man, don't be nosy. Have you or will you? Do you think you gonna go that route, or how you feeling right now?
Nah, but my mom got her first shot. She's scheduled to get a second shot. But for me, allegedly, according to Tallahassee, I was one of the first cases of people to have COVID in town. So it's crazy. So I go around. I don't have no problems, man. I've been in several places, been in clubs, been in ATL, you know what I'm saying, been in New York. I haven't had no problems with it, but I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get the doses for a little while. Probably gonna wait it out a little while longer.
You had an offer up?
Yeah, because I had went to China. Remember, I went to China before I had the This Is 50 interview. So I went to China and Thailand. Then when I returned back, I went back to, the daytime job or whatnot like that. And I was feeling sick. So what they do is when it first happened, when the outbreak first happened, when they, had no toilet paper, things of that nature, if they suspect you had the case, they send somebody out to your house. So the guy knocks on your door and he leaves a letter at your doorstep and it tells you your steps, like you cannot come outside, you have to report to so-and-so. And if you don't answer your cell phone or you don't answer any type of communication, they come out to your house. They come out, they go check your car to monitor how many miles you put in your car to see whether or not you left. It's basically like they keep you quarantined. They quarantine you and make sure that you quarantine. And that's how that works.
That's
like
why
the little white guy comes to your house in the car, he pulls up, he knocks on the door, he stands back, and then he talks to you from there like, yeah, so just checking to see if you went outside today. We didn't hear from you. Like, if you don't pick up your phone like 15 minutes later at your doorstep. So that's how that went.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're good, bro. That's crazy. Y'all heard it here. My man was the first case. Hey.
Yeah.
But again, glad you're straight.
That's what made us come out with the merch. For those people who don't know, the COVID shirts where it says "I beat COVID," like the limited edition merchandise for that. So that's what we did with that.
All right. Well, my man, again, he was allergic to failure. You know what I'm saying? He was allergic to COVID. He was allergic to failure and failed. He didn't fail the COVID joint. He got through that. So, man, I'm glad you healthy, bro. I'm glad you're straight. And yeah, that's it. So now we got Blue Roses. And like I said, I've been seeing you like busy or whatever as far as like doing interviews and stuff like that. Like, how has the run been? You know what I mean? Like, as far as like hitting the DJs, hitting the influencers, if you will. Like, how has the reception been amongst that crowd?
It's been great, man. I mean, I've been blessed. The number one thing is that when I meet the people, they're like, man, you're so professional. You have this together. You got the merch, you got this, you got cups, you got flash drives, you got everything like that, the logos and stuff on it. They're super impressed with that. And the fact that I'm able to articulate myself and convey and express my opinions as well as my thoughts in a clear, concise manner. And then plus being punctual. A lot of people say that when artists come up to the place that they're not punctual, they have to bring like an entourage of 50 million people. Me, when I roll, I only maybe have 2 guys with me. Only the important or essential personnel is going to be rolling with me. I don't need 50 people just standing around and looking, text and type on their phone.
Let them know. Hey, keep your entourage small. Keep your circle small. You just keep your circle small just off top anyway. You know what I mean? So you just have a whole bunch of people in your stuff, corrupting stuff, whatever. But especially, you know what I'm saying, with moving around, you don't need all them people, man, out of your pockets. But speaking of the merch, you know what I'm saying, I still, my man say he got the the hard drive. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just letting y'all those in YouTube land see. I still got mine. You know what I mean? For the last and to go ahead and pull that out the what's that? Stash the votes. I keep mine. You know what? I ain't gonna front. I'm a pack rat, bro. I hate to say it. I am a pack rat. Like I got that. I literally have things from like high school. Hell, I got things from elementary school. I think I got report cards from elementary school. It's bad.
I do too. In fact, last time I went to my mother's house, I went up there. I was finding even old toys. I've been flipping them joints on the internet. I just called her last night. I was reading through my phone. They were saying that if you had the first Game Boy, if you have it is working in working condition, it's selling for $500. I said, hey, go into my bottom drawer and mail me such and such and such.
And right now, what's good?
That'd be a few hours in the studio. Mail me such and such. It's got to go. Everything must go.
Everything. Nah, that's dope, bro.
But I want to touch on what you were saying about keeping the entourage small. And I heard a little bit earlier on the show where you was talking about little Timmy and the King Vaughn thing. That situation probably wouldn't have happened if the entourage was real small and it was moving a certain type of way. You know, in and out, you came through your business, did your show performance, meet and greet, wave to the fans. After that, you on your way. I mean, you got your crew with you. Sometimes they hyping you up, they egging you on. You got a little bit of juice in your system. Those things happen.
Yeah. Now, granted, just let people know we're not saying that King Von deserved to get popped, but
that's correct.
You gotta watch your situation, man, and be mindful of that. But I mean, that's the difference. I mean, that's how you get to where we at. You know what I'm saying? We've been around for a minute, and just being able to watch what you're doing, having the right people around you, you can get there. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, totally unfortunate for what happened to him. And I hope that, you know what I'm saying, his Quando Rondo dude smarten up, you know what I'm saying, not tunt, because you don't want that energy coming back at you, bro. But beyond that, man, I want to get into something that I know little about, but I'm not pretty sure it's obvious just by, you know what I'm saying, your whole name or whatever that you get into it. I hope he asked this question before. I'm gonna be real embarrassed. But we already know that you are a low head. You know what I mean? So I want to dive into like that whole culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I read article like how cats in New York, you know what I'm saying? I want to say like maybe in the early mid-80s or something, how they used to go up.
Yeah, low lives, man.
I mean, okay, see,
do it
right now. They used to go and smash the stores and do a smash and grab, and then bring the joints. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you call a meow. When we do that, it's called a meow. But you can't really do that these days with technology. Everybody got a camera phone. But that's what's called the meow mission, whatever like that, where you just go with the homies and you just go into the store like a Macy's or Bloomingdale. It's like 10 of y'all just snatch and grab and just run. You know what I'm saying? Or if you casing the joint, you got a bag man, and the bag man is the guy that hold the bag. And you just throw the stuff in the bag. And you walk around the store while they just case the spot. And you make sure if you be the lookout so they run out the back with the thing. And that's it. You split the profits, split the low, or whether or not you flip it and boost it, that's up to you.
Word. Yeah. I was like, it ain't something I would ever do, but I was like, yeah, wild. You know what I mean? And
strength in numbers. You can do something like that. If it's 50 of y'all, what security guard is going to stop 50 young kids in New York City that's from the projects?
Right. Straight savages. Wow. In there. Like you ain't,
they don't pay you enough for that. They don't pay you enough for that.
Yeah, we get on the train, we go from this to that, we get off. All you see was just like you said, like 50 to 75 dudes just running up in the store.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get what they can get, and you know what I'm saying, get back to the train and head back to whatever. So yeah. But knowing, you know, that's where, you know what I'm saying, kind of started. But I know now, like I just saw a picture on your Instagram, like you saying you was like at a cookout or something. Like how like that culture of, you know, being able to connect to those, you know what I'm saying, like, and be able to, you know, like do y'all like trade? Do y'all be like, yo, these joints coming out? Or do people like post, vintage joints that people may try to get? Like, how is that whole culture, you know what I'm saying? It's like relative to, like baseball cards or motorcycle, teams and stuff. Like, how is that culture with the low heads?
That's actually a very good analogy when you say the baseball cards. I mean, you got to think back in the day, according to New York City, they classified us as a New York City street gang. So they formalized a task force to kind of like suppress us. It worked a little bit, but it's the movement is global now. You have people in Japan that's low lives, people in Africa that's low lives. We got a low life Mexico for universal low lives. So it really spread. But yes, we do have different things like the low trade shows where people get together. They might trade a vintage 1996 piece for another piece. You might have a stadium piece, a joint with a crest, and people trade. It just all depends on what you're looking for. I mean, stadium used to be in heavy high demand, but what happens is that Ralph Lauren seen what we were doing with the culture. And so all these different pieces like the teddy bear, things of that nature that we were flipping, reselling, or doing the trades for, he re-released them, which was less than our resale value for some of the items that we had. Just like the P-Wing. The P-Wing is the actual logo, and they had what's called like the Babe Ruth coat. Well, at one point in time, you could trade or maybe purchase on eBay the P-Wing from back in the days for like $1,200. But now he re-released it for like $300, and then even some versions for like $200. So it's like, and you feel like it's not as exclusive as it used to be because they're flooding the market. They oversaturating the market. It's kind of like stimulus money. People think, okay, the stimulus money is coming out. I got $1,400. I got this amount, but you really devaluing the dollar. But every more dollars that's going out is making the current dollar value lower and lower. And right now, I'm not sure if people follow the markets and they're really in on it, but because of the stimulus package, that the actual dollar is less than the euro now. It's worth less than the euro. So the euro is stronger than the dollar.
Which means, let me get my economics bag. So that means if you go to Europe, the dollar will have less purchasing power than it does in any nation that's involved in the what's the joint Britain got out of the Euro, the European Union. On the flip side, if you take the euro and bring it to America and you go to the little trading spot or whatever, the exchange, the euro will have more purchasing power in America than the dollar will have in the European Union. So so that's important for those, especially if you're in trading and all the other stuff. Something you really need to take
currency.
I got a little bit of I learned a little bit when I was in SBI. You know what I mean? Hey, my 1 year.
Nothing wrong with that.
1 year SBI before I switched over to J School. You know what I mean? But before we we're gonna go ahead, man, get into these tracks. You know what I mean? We got There For You featuring Thomas Mack. And then I think one a lot of y'all gonna like, you know what I'm saying? We got Shoulder, aka Silhouette. My man, you know what I'm saying? Silhouette joint and laced it very, very nicely. So I think y'all gonna enjoy that. So we'll be right back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby. All right, boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and what you just heard was "There for You" featuring Thomas Mack and Shoulder. You know what I'm saying? All brought to you by my man LosLauren 718, coming with that fire. My man with the double merch. Y'all, yo, those in podcast land, y'all missing it, bro. Y'all gotta go check out the YouTube. You know what I mean? I love it though. I love it. Shoot, I need to get on this Enigma Sept joint. I've been saying this, but I ain't gonna try. Matter of fact, speaking of the merch, bro, man, you did me a whole solid. That doggone the pullover that you gave me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, it was a smidget, not too small. It was just right. It was a nice fit. I ain't gonna front. It was a nice.
That's how they wear it again now. That's how they wear form fitting, man. Form fitting.
It was a nice fit. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would have went another size up, but that doesn't even matter because it was just dope. Like that's my go-to. That's my go-to. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for even hitting me up with that, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
The people that's interested, man, getting the merch, dog. Like, how can they get at you?
Well, it's funny you mentioned that. It's right on my same wristband as well. So you can go to my Bandcamp. It's LosLauren718.bandcamp.com. Once again, LosLauren718.bandcamp, all common spelling.com. And you can get the albums on there, as well as physical copies of the album, T-shirts, you name it, all types of stuff on there, as well as the limited edition stuff. Oh, but one thing that we have that's exclusive on that website is what's called the box. So in the box,
hey you,
right? The box, there was only 30 boxes ever made. So it's a limited edition box that has the logos on it. And in there, it comes one of the hats, your physical copy of Blue Roses. There's only 60 of those ever made. No more being made after that. You get a T-shirt, a whole bunch of other stuff, but you also get another limited edition item that I don't tell people about. They just get it when they get the box. Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. She said you're gonna get some extra when you get the box. I was like, oh, word, word. All right.
Yeah.
She said it was limited edition. I was like, word. All right,
Yeah.
let me get the box. And she told me I had to eat it, and I was like, no, I'm straight. So I know I got to whack jokes. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax.
Like Nori said, you gotta relax.
You gotta relax. That's where I get that from. Nori crazy. You gotta relax. He be saying that with his new teeth. Think he fooling somebody.
Yeah. A lot of people doing that now. I really can't see it, man. I mean, you got to use what God gave you. I mean, you got the crooked teeth. I give you the braces, but
you can say that. You can say that because you got the fountain of youth over there, bro. You only 18. Stop fronting. You know what I mean? I'm over here really looking like 40, dog. You over there looking like you was born in 2003. So no, I don't see that for me. Of course not. You ain't 80. My man got COVID and still looking like he fresh out the box.
Do you want better? Do you want better? Last year I got diagnosed with cancer. I had the surgery for that. They removed that. They're healthy ever since.
So, God bless, bro. God bless. Straight up. I told y'all, man, celebration of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I had to go during the break. I had to go give me some of what you was doing.
Had to get right. So yeah, man, y'all make sure to do that. Matter of fact, those in YouTube land, those in Twitch land, y'all should be able to see, you know what I'm saying, my man info at the bottom. So the last joint should be the Bandcamp joint. Make sure, holler at them, you know what I'm saying, get the merch or whatever, buy the product, all that other stuff. And also too, make sure to follow him through all his contact information. Those in podcast land, the information will be in the description. But before we get up out of here, bro, if you want to still give them, you know what I'm saying, your your socials or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We can go ahead and run that so they'll know how to get in contact with you. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt. So to contact me on IG is LosLauren718, LosLauren. Facebook is the same thing, LosLauren718, LosLauren. Twitter, same deal, LosLauren 718. You could Google me, you'll get at least like 10 pages worth of stuff, man. So not too hard to find out here.
Work. I'm out here grinding, doing things. So before we get up out of here, though, you know what I'm saying, with the Silhouette joint, like it's kind of crazy because I know a lot of people wanted to really blaze that. You know what I mean? Honestly, from what I've seen, you the first one to really, you know what I'm saying, get into that bag or whatever. So, like, what was the steps, you know what I'm saying, to say, you know what? Like, what was the mindset? What was the steps? What was the science behind, like, yo, I'm gonna flip this because it's beat hard and the ladies getting half naked on TikTok. So what's good? You know what I mean? Like, what was the science? Well, was that the science? Yo, ladies getting half naked, I'm from the rocket.
Well, that was a little bit of the science right there, because as we can see these days, the trend nowadays is people going to TikTok. So a lot of new music is being broken on TikTok. Even when you go to like DistroKid or TuneCore, they even have an option to submit your music directly to TikTok. So I seen that challenge, and I always wanted to flip that sample from before. So I hollered at my man DJ Quality, Ricky Quality, out of Shoptown, and I was like, "Hey, yo, I got this idea. Here's the sample. I got him the original sample. I was like, yo, flip something, and as soon as you flip it, I'm gonna hit the studio." He did it that night. He sent it to me. I finished it that night. I called the studio. I laid it. We were supposed to shoot a video for it. But the problem is, as we know, when it comes down to these music videos, they'll crucify you if you don't have the right girl. So we had the right girl in terms of body type, but you know how it is with the face. But then also was the timing as well. So the timing is, we didn't get a chance to make it happen, but we still have time to make it happen due to the fact that it is an actual song. So I made it a full-length song instead of just like, all right, this is a quick freestyle, and it actually has a topic. So that's in the works, but we do have the new project getting ready to come up. So we might just use that as just a straight promo. It drops officially on April 9th, which is next Friday, getting ready to come up. And it'll be available for download and things of that nature on all platforms.
Now,
but yeah, you're right. We were trying to capitalize on that wave real quick. That was the move on that. In fact, we just flipped that Bruno Mars too. That's what I'm getting ready to lay tonight.
Yep, that's it. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah, like I'm kind of wondering. Yeah, the song's already like clean. It's already clean song. Like them boys killed that joint. I was like, it's gonna be good by itself. But to see like it starting to pop off on TikTok, I'm like, oh yeah, this finna get up out of here. So yeah, to get on that right now, yeah, that'd be dope. So do that straight up.
It'll be done tonight. Trust me, man. I mean, if you want to pull up at the studio, man, I'll tell you the time and the location. You can see it for yourself. See it for yourself, baby.
No, I'm gonna let you have it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Especially since I'm already on the. But regardless, man, how do you, dog?
Thank you.
Support you or whatever. Do everything that you do. Grinding, dog. Like I really, to those out there, like if you want to know what the grind looks like check my man's out. He out here on it, really out here pushing it for himself and for the culture. And I appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So
thank you, man. I appreciate you as well.
That's all I got, man. Y'all make sure all his social contact information, like I said, is down below. Y'all make sure to do that. And again, you said the project.
Look like you was glitching out real quick. What you said? Say it again. You was breaking up.
The project dropping April 9th, correct?
That's the Silhouette. The shoulder joint will be out on the 9th. Available all streaming platforms. And then also the new single, Shake It Baby, that drops April 30th. Right in time to give enough people time for Memorial Day if they want to get right for the party scene.
Man, so scientific.
Exactly.
So, ooh. I see it. I see the vision. Anyway, man. Yeah, since either Google or StreamYard want to be tripping, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of. Yo, I got a guest next week. I think y'all should be able to stick around again. I don't like saying who my guest is or are because things happen, blah 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 blah.
That's true.
But
That's
it's gonna
true.
be
That's
really
true.
dope, really
That's true.
interesting. Y'all may want to go and get your what's the joint? The smoky joint when you put it around the house or whatever. You want to get that, get your shockers right, you know what I mean? Because she's gonna come with that type of flavor. It's gonna be pretty dope. So until then, thank you guys. Another week, another dollar. Prayers to DMX. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else out there affected by you know what I'm saying, his situation. And I'm gonna go check out this Earth, Wind, and Fire and Isley Brothers and see if my daddy was right. So this is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.